Good? Good. So basically today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our program. We're from BPI Foundation and we're launching BPISinag. I'll be talking about it a bit more in a minute. But before that, I just want to show you an image. Can you help me describe what you see in this image? Just keywords. Anybody from the floor? Yes, sir?
It's a great contrast about poverty and development.
Exactly. Anybody else? Any ideas from the floor? I don't want to be the only one talking here. It's a bit nerve-wracking. A bit more? Yes?
Social divide.
Social divide, exactly. So what we're going to be talking about today is really inequality. Disparity and inequality. That's the biggest challenge that we face. With that comes poverty, with that comes crime, with that comes anger, with that comes everything else that we consider as issues. This is the history for about 120 years of our world, showing the Gini coefficient, so that's basically the income disparity between the rich and the poor. And you can see here that in Southeast Asia and the Middle East and in Africa and all of these different continents, and basically in the world, you can see that in the last 120 years, the disparity hasn't changed. And that's a bit troubling, isn't it? Like you'd think with all the technology, with all the different innovations, the solutions we've created with the net, with all of that, you would have created better solutions to create less of a divide, right? But apparently not. And the numbers are not too recent, that's up to 2000. But I think we can all say that until today it's still a problem. When we drive to work, when we go to school, when we go to our friend's house, you can't not pass by somebody who's not exactly fortunate. In the Philippines, in recent years, we've been seeing amazing GDP growth, correct? We're second to which country? China, exactly. In economic growth in Asia. So that's amazing, right? We wouldn't have thought about that some 10 years ago. But it's incredible. But the question is it really trickling down to the poor people? To the marginalized? To those who have been displaced? Is it really? Well, the numbers show that it hasn't. It's been the same since the last 15 years, and since the other graph we've shown, it seems like it's not really getting better. What are we doing wrong? We're supposed to get smarter, we're supposed to understand these things better, but it seems like there's still many things we're not quite doing right. Basically, if you look at the world, 1 in 8 people lives under the poverty line. That's less than $1 a day. Those are incredible numbers. In the Philippines, 1 in 4. And I think the people in this room are part of the few that have been born in a better setting, a more fortunate life. Right? But we all know someone, we all have seen someone who's not exactly like us. This is the reality of the world. 1% gets half of the wealth of the world, and the rest of us are part of the congested bottom part of that image. And I think that's why there's a movement now, globally. And you can feel it in the Philippines, you can feel it in this crowd today, that we're all here to make things better, to correct what we've been doing wrong for the last century. This is the reality that a lot of people face, 1 in 4. So you have drugs for kids, you have malnutrition in women who actually have children. Those were images taken a few years ago in Cebu, just in Colon Street. Who here is from Cebu or from the Visayas? No one. I'm from Dumaguete, by the way. So that's really the reality, and we want to change this. This is a quote that I really like. Who has seen this? It says, "Only when the last tree has died, the last river been poisoned, and the last fish been caught, will we realize we cannot eat money." Right? Isn't that true? I think it's something that the capitalistic world has built, it's really It's always, I want to get rich, I want to be powerful, I want to be successful, I want to be famous. But it's really, only now are we realizing that that model is not quite right. I mean, the capitalistic model is incredible. It pushed a lot of the innovations that bring us here today with all of the technology we're enjoying, but really, there's something missing in that equation. How can we bring this little girl out of poverty? What's the solution to all of these problems we're facing? What's the more better model to follow in order to bring poverty to light or to bring it up from where it is now? Really, it's inclusive growth. Who here agrees with me? I mean, inclusive growth has really been a buzzword in the last 10 years. It's come to light because it's getting more pressing. We learn more about climate change. We learn more about human rights breaches and all of that. And really, inclusive growth is really at the root of that. And we can wait for the government to do its job. I think they're working very hard, but there's only so much they can do in terms of their structure, in terms of how they work. We can wait for all the NGOs to do the little short-term projects they do here and there. But really the best way to do this is through business. And we're going to talk about that theme, social entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship today. I'm actually very honored to be sitting with two of my idols, really, Rob here and Jameer. They're changing lives every day, and I've had the privilege to work with them and see their work and talk about exactly what they're doing for the lives of those who are marginalized. So really, what we want to do is more inclusive growth. On social entrepreneurship, the debate continues as to what it really is, right? Nobody can really define it as one thing. But ultimately, I saw a quote or a definition that resounded to me. And it says that it's an enterprise that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. And that's really what we want to do. We want to build a better world, one that we've built that's quite good, but there are certain issues that still have big problems, you know? We still have a lot to solve. And so we want to make sure that the next generations can reap the same benefits we enjoy today. Because of this, BPI Foundation set up BPISinag. So BPISinag is a business challenge. It's a competition for social entrepreneurs. What we offer is seed funding, mentorship, incubation, and access to finance. And we're very excited about this. BPI has been around for 165 years, and we're a bank. And we've seen all kinds of highs and lows. And the reason why we're really interested to do this is that if you build a stronger middle class, if you put more people out of poverty, there's a market for us as well, and it's a win-win situation. What's happening now is there are 79 million Filipinos who cannot afford a bank account because they cannot afford the initial 500 to open an ATM account. So that's our reality as well, and it's a win-win. To really get out of poverty, you have to concentrate on the marginalized. You have to create more social value and financial value, back to back. Not only financial value, and not only social value, because that's not sustainable. So BPISinag, really, it's a business competition. We're looking at the millennials, so 18 to 35, because we think they're the ones who are in a hurry for change. They're the ones who have the passion for change. And they're the ones who need the most help in mentoring. And that's what we aim to provide. So basically what we want to do is minimize the rate of failure for startups who want to make a difference. As the CEO of Caliber said, find a problem worth solving. We're also trying to spread the word about social entrepreneurship, just the mindset. There's still a lot of people, especially in the rural areas, who don't even know about the term or what it is or how it could be. So first, what we're doing is shining the light on this new business model. The second thing is we're trying to make as many young people join our competition so that will create a bigger army of movers and shakers and innovators that actually care. and those that will succeed but will bring many people with them. Jaza, the head of Ayala Corporation, said during our CNAG launch 2 months ago, the concept of advancing a social agenda with an entrepreneurial mindset is a very powerful one. As we said, we really want it to be sustainable, so you need to be able to make money. But at the same time, we want you to be able to affect as many people as you can while doing so. And not only people, also the environment. There are incredibly many social entrepreneurs that really help the environment in what they do, and they help people as well, because they generate jobs. So this is basically, we want entrepreneurs with a social mission with the triple bottom line that I'm sure everybody's familiar with here: people, planet, profit. And the timeline of our program is like this. So we launched on May 21st, and the deadline for submission of the entries is July 20. So please apply before then. And the top 30 to 40 will be able to go to a business boot camp. So we'll do ideation. We'll be able to teach you a lot of tools that will make your idea even to another level. And this is open to those who already have a startup, 1 to 3 years old, or that have a business idea with a social mission. After that, we'll be having a pitch day. So the top 30 to 40 will pitch their ideas, and the top 5 will get 200,000 in seed funding, and the grand winner will get 500,000 in seed funding. Then they'll get 6 months of mentorship and incubation at the Ateneo Center for Social Entrepreneurship, which is our partner, by the way. After that, they'll get access to financing. So let's end inequality. And I hope that you're all here with us on this movement. People in Muni are trying to push this movement as well, so are we. I see a lot of people from GK here, my friend Sherry, who's part of that group with Agrea now. A lot of people are trying to move this, so if we all do it as one, we can really spread the idea much better. And I hope a lot of you will start your own social enterprises to be able to help more people. So please visit our website. You can apply there. It's It's cnag.bpifoundation.org. You can find us on Facebook and on Twitter. So we have a lot of tips there and quotes from entrepreneurs that you know very well. So please visit our Facebook page, and I hope you guys will join. Thank you.